Welcome back, everybody. Driver 53 here, and I've got another console map tour of Ravensberg. So Ravensberg is, how do I want to say, a very, very giving town. And let me show you what I mean by that. When I zoom in, look at all the white points on the map. There is so many locations to buy product. It's amazing. You've got a north section and a south section to this map, and this is a 2x map. And there's not a lot of fields. I mean, there's what, 44 fields on here. There's 7 meadows, and there's 18 sections of woodland that you can do also. So this is a very, very nice map for just about everything you want to do. A little bit of a detail here. It's 371.28 megabytes. It was released on December 18th, 2020. The map modder is Top Ace 888. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that name. And let's see, this is a fictitious town sit in middle Germany. It does have a railway that goes through that you actually get to use. There are multiple points along the railroad. And it's season's ready. It is Maize Plus support if you're on PC. Precision farming support, but it doesn't have a custom soil type, preferred soil type like other maps that we've seen. 6 Ashes, for example. And if you haven't checked out that 6 Ashes video, go ahead and check that one out here. It's really awesome to see what GB Modding did with the different soil types. You have a preferred one in there. But enough of that. This might be a long video. Let's jump into it. And the first thing we're going to do is jump to a buy and sell point here in the middle of town. So here we are. I went ahead and pulled up the mini map so you guys could see exactly where we are. And the first one here is going to be Herbicide. Now this is right along the river, right north of where you start at. But it's Herbicide here in this tank. And if you go across, man, there's so many points here, everybody. So just kind of bear with me a little bit. So if you come across, you're going to have 2 more points over here. You have seed and mineral fertilizer. And these beams that you have here, you can turn them on and off. So let me go ahead and put this here on so you can also see that. You just hit circle or whatever your command would be. And that's how you do it. So both of those there. Right here you have lime. And then down over here at this point, you're going to have liquid fertilizer. So if you come around the back side of this building, you're going to have a sell point. All right here. Now, open up the gate, go across to the dealership. So this is the dealership. This is where you can work on your vehicles at. Awesome. You've got a nice, is it a Volvo maybe setting up on a lift? That's cool. Alright, so over here is where you're going to be able to shop. And we just got some nice equipment sitting out here. Look at that. A red lizard. Nice. A green lizard. And a yellow lizard. Awesome. So, is this a gate? Yes, it is. So I'm going to go right up here. And here's where you're going to have a couple. You have a fuel point. You're going to have, looks like a wash station. Maybe another fuel point right here too. Then you're going to come around and you're going to have a smaller fuel point here. So if we come right up here to this section, even more stuff. So this is your animal dealer right here. Okay, this is in the squares where you're going to get all that. So this is a slurry buy point. Now there is a little bit of an issue with the marks, the triggers. They're a little bit high. I haven't tried it, so just maybe heads up on that. And then manure is going to be right here, and that's a buy point also, not sell points, just buy points. So if we come over here, this is a bale sell point. So everybody, this is everything right here in the middle of the map. Now, I'm not going to be driving around because there's so much on this one. I'm actually just going to jump over to the next spot really quick. Here is the Spinnery. And we are just south of where we were on the map. As you're kind of looking at the town, it's down on the bottom section. There's 2 dots down there, and that's where it's going to be at. Now, we also have another point right inside here. Sorry, I forgot where the entrance was. Right inside here that you're going to be able to get into. And it's right here. So just another typical sale point. Now, the interesting thing about this one is you got a spot here on the train. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to unload here. So if you load up the train in another spot, this is where you can sell at. I think. It might work where you dump in and then put on the train. Probably not, though, because it's yellow. So yeah, I'm going to say it's yellow. You're going to just sell here with the train. So let's go to the next one. We are now down here at the lake, and this is a free water source for you. So how you get here is where we just were at the bottom of the town at the railroad tracks. If you follow the railroad tracks straight down, they're actually down there. And then it's just over here, right there. So we're going to continue on around these railroad tracks and going to go to another spot a little bit farther south. It's the sugar mill. So I'll see you guys over there. This is the entrance to the sugar mill. And what you're going to do is you're going to come around through here or the other way. And your sell point is going to be back over here on the backside. So drop off, continue on around all the way, and work your way right back out the gate. And you can see the water spot where we were just at over there. And this is how you get to it. So it looks like there's one way in, one way out on this straight road right here. But from there, there's kind of a couple ways to get here. Now, the next place we're going to is going to be that yellow dot you see over there on the right-hand side of the mini-map. That's where we're heading now. This is a crane to be able to load up your the train with lumber. I mean, maybe you could do some other stuff too if you can get the grapple to work. But you can enter this and move it around and, you know, go all the way down. So if you got a bunch of logs loaded up here or stacked here that you want to put on, then there you go. And I'm going to show you something with these 3 buildings here in a little bit too. So what we're going to do now is continue the railroad track on up around to the right. And here we are. This is a grain elevator. So same thing. Now this one, if you look at the mini map, it's white. So this one, I believe you're going to be able to actually store some grains in here. And then you can unload them off into the train and then take them to the sell point. That's pretty cool. And vice versa. You can unload into here and then, you know, pick them up over here. So if you're farming on the other side of the map and do it that way, then there you go. Now the next place we're going to go is those 4 dots you see right up there above field 42. This is a really interesting little spot. You've got a sell point right here for a bunch of grains and stuff. And no, you cannot ride the bike. I tried. But when you come around over here, liquid fertilizer, herbicide, then you're going to have 3 spouts here, or 3 fills: lime, seeds, and fertilizer. And once again, all of these can be turned on and off. So, but that's awesome. Everything you need is right here, all in one spot. And that's what I mean by this town is a very, very giving town. There are so many places to get that type of stuff. It is, whew. Now, where we're going next is just south of here. There's a shop and another place that I'd like to show you. So here is a little bit larger shop. Not that, you know, it is suited for larger equipment. Obviously not. But it's just a bigger shop. And you're going to have a fuel point right there. And your work point is going to be right here. So whenever you exit that and you drive along the road a little bit to the east, you get over here to one of these places. Now you're going to notice that there's a few of these scattered around the map. And they are perfectly flat. Now they got brush and stuff covering them. But anything that you see like this, it is intended for placeables. That's why all the hillside and everything's been dug out for you. Tons of room. So if you wanted to place down any type of buildings or points, or I mean, even turn it into just a regular field, you know, it's got more than enough capability to do that. And there's the train. Oh wow, we're gonna have to catch that thing. But there are multiple of these, and I'll be showing them around as we go around the map. So on to the next place. So here we are at the biogas plant. Now this place right here is just a building for you to store some stuff, if you'd like. You have two really nice bunker silos right here. And check this out. This is the BGA drop-off point. It's a pull-through. Totally awesome. You don't have to worry about having a really high trailer. Absolutely awesome. So, when you're done with that, then you'll come around. Either way you want to go, but your digestate point is right here. And then there's another exit right here, or entrance, whichever way you want to go. So, next I want to go over to the water point that you see over on the west side of the map. And here we are at this awesome water tower. So, here's another water point for you right here. I really like the look of this. Looks like it needs a little bit of work, but man, these things are so cool. So cool. Alright, so where we're going next is going to be right over here. Alright, so here's the entrance right here. And when you come around, your sail point is going to be over here on the left. Right out here. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And this is going to be another spinnery. Right here. Now, across the road from this, there is another one of those flatter placeable areas. Really cool. It's a little bit smaller maybe, but still really cool. And if we make our way down the street, up over here, we have another crane. And it's another spot to load up your wood. And I believe you're actually going to be able to sell it right here also. So this is where you can bring wood to sell it at off of your train. And the train I saw has 2 cars designated for logs. So that's really awesome. And then you're going to be able to exit right out here. And then you're going to run down, well, I guess drive. Not many people run. Fuel point right here. And then right here is going to be another workshop. And another spot to store some vehicles if you wanted to. So, pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and run over to the other couple spots that you see here on the map. And here is another sell point. Right here around the back side of this building. And then over here you're going to have herbicide and liquid fertilizer. So even more spots to be able to pick up nutrients and things. So the next thing we're going to do is run down here. And I just absolutely like the look of this. So, up over, and sorry, I forgot to wait the direction. So you got to come in right through here. And then this is going to be a point that you can store and sell on the railroad again. Awesome. Now there's nothing else over here. It's just a small little drive around, and that's it. So the next place we're going is going to be the main farm. And it's really nice. Everything on this farm is a placeable that you can sell. Like everything. Absolutely everything. So we're going to go and open up this here. And this is the first map that I've seen. Now, I've only been playing for, I don't know, 7 months maybe. But this is the first map that I've seen that on new farmer mode, you're actually going to start with cows. So let me show you that. Right here, you can see that you have 12 cows. 3 of each kind. I think that's pretty cool. They already start you with something of them. Now, the productivity is 0, so you're not going to get anything out of them unless you start feeding them. But that's an initial cost that you're not going to have to incur if you wanted livestock. And if you didn't, just sell them, right? Make a little bit of money. So, what we need to do is actually go ahead and get rid of them, because I want to show you guys something here really, really interesting about this map. And it's down here on the other side. So we're going to go ahead and sell them. All right, so we no longer have cows. But, you know, the typical stuff, here's your buy point right here. And look at this animation. 2 and then 2. So cool. So this is going to be where you put your food in at. And we'll wait on this door too. And just outside this door is going to be your slurry point. And then manure is going to go right over there. Now, water is going to be over here along this side. And I'm not quite sure where straw goes. I don't see a trigger for it. So I'm guessing it's going to be, I don't know, probably over here is where I'd have to guess. But yeah, that's what you got here. You got a little wash bay right here. Got a nice shed, got some equipment. Got a nice the Massey Ferguson Activa 30 or 7347S. That's really nice. You've got a corn header along with a standard header. And then over here, you've got a fertilizer lime spreader, you've got a sprayer, and you've got a tank. So pretty nice there. Now, you may see a lot more of, you know, these silos and stuff. And these are all yours. These are ones that you can store here on your farm. So you're not having to run back over to the sell or the buy point every single time. So obviously fertilizer, seed, you're going to have, I believe this is herbicide. Yeah, herbicide and fertilizer here. And then we come around and you're going to have lime right here. And this is where you're going to put into the map. So pretty cool. And then over here is your main farm silo that you're going to have. And same thing. It's going to take a lot of your stuff right there. And I believe it's actually going to take root crops. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. No, I'm sorry about that. It does not take root crops. But you have 100,000 liters capacity of all your main crops. You're going to be able to store seeds, like I said. You are not going to be able to store any grass, hay, straw, silage, wood chips. None of that stuff is going to be able to store. But you are going to have storage for your seed, fertilizer and liquid fertilizer, herbicide, and lime. Now we also have a new crop over here, and let me show you what that is. It's acker grass. There's none of it on the map right now currently growing for me to be able to show you what that actually looks like, but it sounds really interesting. If anybody knows what acker grass is, can you throw it down in the comments below? I'm very, very interested as to what that is. So this is what your main farm looks like right here. And like I said, everything on here is a sellable. So let's go ahead and take a look at slot count. So when we come in here, your slot count is going to be 1,031. Now that is high, but I'm going to show you a way to be able to get it down to 610. So still not crazy low, but considering all the things you get on this map, that's not bad. Not bad at all. So you're going to start off with a New Holland T6 125. You're going to go to a Case 7210 Pro. We already talked about the Massey Ferguson. You're going to get a little pickup. You're going to get the AgroLiner TKD 302. You get the 2 headers. You get a subsoiler, the Kuhn DC 401. Then you get a pair of the Kuhns, the BTF 4000 and the TF 1512. This is a seeder and a tank. Now you also get one for the another seeder, sorry. And you get a sprayer that we already talked about, the spreader. You get a mower. You're going to have a tedder. You're going to have a windrower. You're going to have a loading wagon. You're going to have the tank that we already talked about, the front loader, the bale spikes, obviously the header trailer, and a weight. Now, the next couple things I'm going to show you are really, really cool. Oh, sorry, another weight. Now, we've got the German cow stable. Now, this is one slot. I know, not very big, but let me show you what this looks like whenever you get rid of it. So when you spin around here, it opens up your area, and it's perfectly flat. So if you don't want to do cattle, $150,000 you just made on, or 150,000 you just made on that building, and look at all this space that it opens up now. Absolutely great. Now we're gonna go through and we're gonna sell every bit of this. So let's go ahead and sell off all of our equipment because I wanted this stuff kind of out of the way whenever I'm showing you everything else. So let me sell it. I'll be right back. All right, so all of the equipment is now sold, and we've got just these buildings and silos. Pretty cool stuff. Just still here. And like I said, the farmhouse too. You've got bunker silo back here. This little hall right here that you can store some crops in. So, I mean, a lot of really, really nice things. I think it's pretty cool. So, let's go ahead and back up here. And we're going to show you what these things, what it looks like after you sell them all. So, first we're going to do is the silo sitting right here. So, small grain silo. This is 100,000 capacity, but one slot, and you're going to make 55,000 on it. So, if you've got a bigger one that you like to use, there you go. And that's what it looks like right there. Next is going to be the bunker silo. So actually, let's go ahead and get rid of all these other storage things. So this is fertilizer and herbicide. Going to get rid of that. Going to get rid of the fertilizer, the mineral, the lime, and the seed. Now I also want to get rid of this field hall because that was right in the middle. So let's take a look at that. Open that middle up quite a bit. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is get rid of a couple more buildings here. All right, so we're going to get rid of the bunker silo also, the machinery hall, and these couple sheds, and the power washer. Actually, let's just go and sell all of it. There we go. So now what we're left with is a house, and that's it. But you still have, you know, the walls here. You've got this curbing stuff here. You got a tree out here in the middle, and the farmhouse. So what can we do with that? Well, come back over here to your garage. Farmhouse, gonna be gone. And this is the one that goes over where the wash station was at. So let's get rid of it for no money, obviously. And this is everything else. So there we go. So you're left with a tree in the middle, but it got rid of all the stuff that was kind of on top. So you can turn this, paint it into anything you want to, turn it into a field, start over, whatever you want to do. And that's going to lower your slot count. After everything that we did there, that's going to take your slot count down to 807. Let's take a look at the prices of your main farm. So if you do want to get rid of it, it's going to be 81,600. Let's go ahead and sell that. And then fields 9 and 10 are 97,000 and 116,000. This is your horse stable. Now there's also an animal dealer over here, another sell point, and a couple more here. But right now I want to focus on this horse stable. So let's go ahead and jump over to it, and I'll show you what all there is here. All right, so this area right here is the horse stable that you're going to want to take a look at if you want to lower your slot count down. So let's take a look at it and see exactly how much it is really quick. It's only 2,500. That's super cheap to get this right here. Now your straw point is going to be back over there or right here. Your food here. Water is going to be around over here. And the place where you buy them gonna be right here. So pretty nice. This is gonna hold 16 horses. But check this out. If we come to our garage, you can see that the horse paddock is 47,500. So if you're not wanting to do horses either, you want to get rid of it, it's a great way to make money. I mean, you don't even spend 3,000 on the property, and then you can sell this for 47. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. And that's what it looks like. Now the little building is going to stay over here, and your obstacle course for the horses stays over here too. So the I guess only real benefit is if you wanted to put like a sell point or grain storage or something like that here. And this building too, you can get rid of it. I mean, I know it's not a lot. It's only 1 point or one slot, but if you're trying to get down as low as you can, you know, you get rid of it too. So that's all that. Let's run over here to the animal dealer while we're right here. And it's going to be right here. This is your animal dealer right there. And if we come around over here, this road right here, it's going to be a bale sell area. Look at that nicely stacked. Well, not so nicely, but stacked bales. All right, so we're going to head over out on this road over to the left. Well, left, east side of the map. How about I say that? Down this road right here, and there's 3 more points down there. I want to show you guys. So a really interesting thing about this is you've got a couple points here, and if you look up here, one of them's pig food and one's chicken food. But the interesting thing is there's neither one of them on this farm or on this map base. You're gonna have to add them in. Now there's plenty of areas to be able to do that. I mean, you could take out the horses and put either one in there, but there's nothing custom or anything like that at all to be able to put them in. But they still give you options to buy the food. And then there is another sell point right here. And then over on this side, you have cow food and horse food. That's pretty awesome. I like that a lot. So, I got another cool spot to show you guys. It's another farm that I want to take you to. And it's an alternative to the main farm that you start on. So this is just a little bit south of the village, and I can't get a good view of the village right now that we started at, but it's got a lot of the same items. You're gonna have a lime storage area, you're gonna have a hall, you've got your house, you've got the bunker silo. You come up here around this ramp right here, you're gonna have your seeds, you're gonna have a fertilizer over there, you're gonna have your liquid and herbicide over there, another big building for your more equipment, another one there, you know, another wash station, and then you've got some more stuff down there, and that's another cow barn. So let's go head over that way. And it's gonna be the same thing here. All of these items on this farm are sellable also. And you start with cows down here too. Absolutely great. And it's the exact same setup. So let's go ahead and get rid of these cows, and then we'll sell this stuff. Alright, so cows are no more. And I really like this little shed right here too. Just kind of cool. I don't know. I really like the way that this map is laid out and how much detail has been put into it. I'm not a big fan of high slot counts, but this is a medium slot count to me, and it is very nice. So let's go ahead and sell some of this stuff. So we're gonna go into our garage, and cows is gonna be first. So once again, another 150,000. So that's down here, and that's gonna be this area right there. Now that little shed over there, we can sell it too. It's going to be this guy right here, small shed. So let's do that. And it's going to open up that. Not big, but I mean, you could probably come back in and paint that maybe. Ooh, I don't know actually. Oh, I bet that's part of the decor. Yep, I bet that's part of this other decor. So now we're back up here, and I want to go ahead and sell all the items that are up here. So this is everything sold off here now. So if you wanted to come up here and, you know, start scratch or whatever you want to do, same thing applies here as it did over there. And then this is your main entrance to kind of get to your farm on a paved road down this way. And there's the town that I was talking about that we were at, where you start at, and your main other farm is up over that direction over there. And look at that nice 8-ball. Oh, that's really cool. And then a Kloss. And I thought there was a third one. I can't see it right now. So that's your main farm, your second main farm. Now, if we look at this, our slot count is now down to 620. And here we are at some more giving points, buying points. Lime and fertilizer. And you're going to have a sell point right here. And then you come down. Oh, it's this way, right here. That's going to be your seeds. So, pretty cool. Nice little, I mean, it's tight to get in here. It really, really is. You're not going to be able to have big equipment down in this spot. But it's pretty cool. You get the railroad right here too. So if we come over and look. So that silo is a sell point. It's not a storage point. It is actually sell. So got a, this is on the north side. We have another grain elevator here on the railroad track. Now this is just south of where I showed you, and it's west of the main town that you start the game in. And once again, it's a sell point, no storage option. Drive through here, drop off, come on around, just another one of these little ones, and then you're right back out. So, got a couple more spots. This is another sawmill right here, and this is on the west hand side of the map. And I don't see anywhere here for wood chips at all. And if you feel brave enough to drive around back here, go right ahead. It's a little bit tight, but not too bad. So we're going to come out of this, and we're going to run down over here. Alright, so I just noticed this right here. Let's look on the, I don't see this anywhere here. So if I look at wood, I'm showing 1 point at Energy Farm, and that's it. So I guess these other two wood points, I don't know how they do that, how they figure it, you know. But it's white also instead of yellow, so it was really confusing to me. But it says sell point for wood, so I'm gonna believe it, trust it. Maybe it's just a typo in the you know, translation or something like that. Then we've got another sell point here, so you can drive around all the way, and you're gonna sell here on the front side underneath this cover. So pretty cool. All right, one more stop on this tour, and here we are at the Energy Farm. I believe that's the name of it. And this is where you're gonna sell wood chips, it says. So you're gonna pull in right here, drop them off, and then take off. So like I said, it's really weird that those other two lumber places didn't show pricing on the list of available sell points. But that's, I don't know, it's odd. Maybe it'll get added. Alright, so that is the map, everybody. And what I want to do now is just show you some of the prices. We talked about the BGA earlier. You know, what you're going to start with is this main field right here, and you're going to have 9 and 10 also. Okay? That's what you're going to start with. So I'm going to go ahead and sell this really quick. We don't need it anymore. And this other farm down here, if you want to buy it, it's $81,599. So almost $82,000. Not bad to start, considering that if you sell everything off here, you know, it's $81,600. So you're going to be able to sell all this stuff and then buy that one and have plenty of money left over, honestly. So that's it. That's the points on the map. Let's look at some of the other items here. So the really big field, you can see that it's 8.3 hectares and it's 701,232. Pretty expensive. Typically most things are, you know, you've got some in the 300 to 400s, but a lot of stuff also is down between 1 and 200,000. You do have a few under that price range also. It's going to be an interesting map to work around and go to town on. Now, I will also show you that there are these places W's that are pastures. That's all it's in it, all the way around. And let me get out of this. This is another one of those places that I was showing you where you could put placeables down at. And then this too. This is really, really flat right here. So there's two there. Up here, you have this flat one that's like on a, it's been lowered down just to the west side of your primary farm that you start at. And then there's one up here across the road. It's really flat too. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have this one here, which is 5. And then you have, oh, where did it go? There was another one. There's 6. Oh, right here. This one right here that we already showed you earlier. And I guess if you count this little section here, it's almost like 7. So really, really nice on that. Tons of forestry, as you guys can see. We'll get in here and look at the prices on the forestry. It's not outrageous, but there's, you know, you got to buy these little spots in here if you want your landing to be able to put equipment and things like that. So that's kind of cool too. Now, the last place I want to show you is right here. And this is the last 3 buildings that you need to sell to be able to get your slot count down all the way. So let's go run over there and we'll take a look at it. All right, so here we are. These 3 buildings right here, you're going to be able to sell to get your slot count down as low as it possibly can. So let's take a look at them. And they're 3, 4, and 3. So not big, but whenever we sell them, now we see that we're all the way down at 610. Now, I want to give a big shout out to Cody. Cody tipped me off to this and said that he'd been on here before I had a chance to look at it and said, hey man, here's a way that you can get all the way down to 610. And I appreciate it, Cody. Thank you very much. And if any of you other subscribers or viewers have any tips that you're thinking I'm missing or anything that you want to add to the conversation for the community, go ahead, throw it in the comments, let me know. And if it's something that I haven't taken a look at yet and you're really interested in it, let me know. I'm not against, you know, having subscribers give me ideas on content that I should be researching or looking into, because it's what I'm here for, is to make content for you guys. So that's it, everybody. If you liked the video or learned something today, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't checked out my other stuff, go ahead. If you've hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit the notification bell also. I'm putting out multiple videos a day some days. And I just want to say have a great day. And until next time, everybody, this is Driver 53 signing off.